Good morning, good morning. It is another beautiful day. Right now is 6:25 in the morning. We're gonna go to the gym, get a nice workout. Last video that you guys saw is probably my channel, the last one. I worked out full upper body, and that was like a day or two ago. My body's so sore, like my arms barely fully stretch. So if they stretch fully, my triceps get tense. Same with this one. My tricep gets tense, my bicep gets tense. I think for the most part in my upper body, my arms are the ones that hurt the most. My chest I feel a little bit, my shoulders a little bit. And then yesterday I worked out legs, so that was good. Now my legs are sore. Obviously, as you start going to the gym and do exercises and reps with weight, your body will feel it the day afterwards or a couple days afterward. So it's just a matter of getting over that little hump of, oh, my body's sore, something's wrong. No, your body's sore, which means that your body's not used to that moving that way or that exercise or exercising for a while. Like I haven't exercised for a while, so I've been disciplined into working out. The past couple of days I did full upper body. Yesterday I did legs. Today, given the state of my body, I decided, I still can hit. I don't want to hit legs because I hit legs yesterday or last night. So I'm going to do probably shoulders and back. Yeah, shoulders and back sound like a good combination. So that way I can give my biceps and triceps a little bit of rest and my chest too. And I'll probably tomorrow do chest and triceps and chest, triceps, or chest and arms. Maybe. But yeah, it's a matter of just getting up and showing up for yourself. Yesterday, I didn't wake up early in the morning and wasn't able to go to the gym. So I decided to go in the evening. And here in Minnesota, this past week, nice weather. 30 degrees, not raining, maybe raining a day or two. No snow, nice weather, no cold, nothing. Yesterday, all of a sudden, acting out. Snow, blizzard, crazy. I had to leave work at 4. I got home at 6:30. 6:30. Yeah, so it took me. No, did I get here at 6:30? It took me. Yeah, it took me like an hour. No, I got here like at 5. Correction, it wasn't 6:30. That's too dramatic. It was 5:30 something. So it took me an hour and a half to get back home last night, which typically on a normal day it would take me 20 to 30 minutes, but traffic was bumper to bumper, slow, like it was crazy. On top of that, it was snowing. The roads are not necessarily nice. Some people I saw on my way back home, there was a car on the ditch, it was weird because the road is that way, like the highway, and the car was facing the opposite way. I'm like, how did the car, maybe it slid, but it would have to slid too much to finish this way. And then there was another car a little further ahead that was on the other side. So yeah, everybody was just being precautious and driving slow, and that kind of delayed me being here. And then when I got back, obviously I had to put in a little bit more work, so I ended up working until about 7, and from there I went to the gym, hit legs, and called it a night early. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. It's 6:29. My goal was to be at the gym at 6:30 because I can hit about an hour 15 workout and still have time to come back, change, maybe drink a protein shake or eat a little snack before I drive to work. My goal is to get to work around 8:30, 8:45. So that way, yeah, we can start work, get there early, get out of there early. So let's go to the gym.
feel to know you shining all in perfect time and years put in the fine. How I feel to know you grinding.
Yeah, I definitely thought that 30 pounds for 20 reps was gonna be light work, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna drop to probably 25 pounds so I can do those DB rows correctly. Because I think I did them right on the first set, but I want to make sure that I'm controlling the weight all the way through the movement instead of just trying to get it up. No, just trying to control it up, control it down. And it's that time under tension that helps with muscle growth. So I'm just gonna be honest and vulnerable and dropping weight. So you should do that too. If you ever feel like a weight is something that's heavy for you for the specific rep range that you're doing, don't mind just dropping in weight and just controlling. And then once you manage that other weight better, then you can go up from there. But yeah, make sure that you're taking it step by step and not trying to like go with a heavy weight, because that's where injuries can happen because of incorrect movements and things of that nature. So yeah, let's get into the next set. Workout completed. We are back from the gym. Nice back and shoulders workout. Now I have these Premier Protein shake from my girlfriend Corbin. She got these Premier Protein, which when I grew up, my dad used to buy these from Costco, like boxes of them. And it's nice because they have them on chocolate, vanilla, 30 grams of protein. Really nice after workout or during the day as a snack to get your protein in. So let me get a little sip of this, because we need that protein after the workout for sure. Nothing like a cold drink after workout. So yeah, like I said, we did a back and shoulders workout, and I'm gonna run you through quickly of the different exercises that I did. Nothing too crazy. These past couple days has been just about showing up for myself and being consistent in the gym. And so far, I've broken a new record for myself. 3 consecutive days going to the gym, which might not seem like a lot, but trust me, for someone that for many, many months, or even I would say ever since the marathon on October, after that, I haven't gone to the gym 3 days in a row. And that's a fact. And the fact that I was able to go 3 days in a row, I did, today is Thursday, I did Tuesday, the workout that you guys saw, which is a full upper body workout. Yesterday I did legs, and then today I did back and shoulders. Feel very, very proud of myself. Like I mentioned, the workout itself is not anything out of the ordinary. For this session today, I just decided, all right, I did upper body, I did legs yesterday. Let me just mix it up and start working muscle groups, so that way I can the next day work another muscle group instead of doing full upper body and then the next day it's legs and then the day after that full upper body again, and your body's still recovering from that previous day and a half. So in doing so, I broke the workout down into two sections, the back section and then the shoulder section, which was the second half of the workout. So I started with a lat pull down just to get the back and the delts. Yeah, delts and this area. I don't know why I'm not. No, this is delts. I forgot what this part of the back is called. But yeah, I did lat pull down, 3 sets of 20. Get the blood flowing and start working on that extension at the top instead of just going like this, quick. I would just go hold down, and then when I would go up, I would try to stretch my lats. Oh my God, am I dumb? Chat, am I dumb? It's called lat pull down for a reason. My lats. So yeah, when I would go up, I would stretch myself, my arms as much as I could so that the lat can get that full stretch, and then I would, boom, go back down for a full range of motion. So did that lat pull down. Followed it by doing DB row, because the machine that I did the lat pull down, you could also do seated row. But I don't know, I wanted to start doing more dumbbell or free weights so that way I can start, controlling the weight and also working on my body control and all that. So I went with DB row, once again, 3 sets of 20. DB rows is one of those exercises that even though I feel that I'm doing a good movement, when I look back at the video, I'm like, oh I was hunchback a little. I didn't fully stretch my arm down with the dumbbell to get that full range of motion. But it's a work in progress. I'm more dominant with my right hand doing DB row than with my left hand. It always feels awkward when I'm doing DB rows with my left hand, but I try to keep the same form that I use with my right hand with my left hand. So I just go slow down, and then I just try to pull that dumbbell to my hip and put my shoulder or elbow way back so that way I can get that full stretch of the row. So did that. Then I went to a fairly awkward exercise, back extension. Now, there's an alternative to doing it with a barbell where you can do that back extension similar to what an RDL would be, but RDL, if you go down a lot, it may target your hamstring. But for this back extension, I did the machine. We have a machine upstairs where you sit down and then you can stretch and put as much weight as you want, or you also have these straps that you can hold on to, and for crunches, because it's also like an abdominal machine. So you can do abdominal machine or exercise, or you can do back extension. I did back extension. So I did 3 sets of 20 of that. And for that one, I try my best to not, do it quick. I decided to just go slow and dominate the movement, because that's one of those exercises where your back is at risk. And if you're doing sudden movements like this, your back might give out on you. So back extension, and that completed the back portion of the workout. 3 sets of 20 of 3 exercises, so that was good. Then we move into the shoulder portion of the workout, and I did DB Arnold press, which DB stands for dumbbell Arnold press, because instead of doing the shoulder press that you've probably seen a lot of people do, including myself in the previous video, which is this one right here, the DB Arnold press, you start with your knuckles facing you with the dumbbells, and then you open them up and rotate them as you go up, and then go down, control, and then go up, rotate. And that rotation helps with the shoulder, targeting different areas of the shoulder. And also once you extend, if you extend fully, you might also hit a little bit of tricep there. So I did 3 sets of 20 Arnold press, and then I moved into cable pull, which is the one that you try to pull the cable towards your face and then kind of open it up. So that way you're targeting shoulders and kind of those delts or trapezoids right here. So boom, got the rope kind of eye level, and then just pull it to yourself back as if you're like flexing like this, but instead of your fist being like this, it's more like you're like pulling just basically the cable towards your face. And doing that, boom, control, and then once you hit back, kind of wait a second and go again, fully stretch, and then boom. Really nice exercise for your shoulders and back. Then I finished up the workout with a DB lateral or dumbbell lateral raise. And for this one, like I said, my focus right now is to be consistent in the gym. And that means not pulling any crazy weight, just starting slow, getting my body used to the movement. And then I move into increasing the load as I get better and as my body feels more comfortable with moving the weight. For this particular exercise, I decided to go with 10 pounds. So that way I can just dominate the movement slow and steady. Like I said, every exercise in the workout, I did 3 sets of 20. So for the dumbbell lateral raise, you control those dumbbells to the side and maybe hold it for a second at the top and then go down and then boom. That's always a nice exercise because it helps with the top part of your shoulder. And that was pretty much the workout. Nothing too crazy. I'm really proud of myself that I gone to the gym 3 days in a row. About to make it 4 tomorrow. And just building day by day your discipline, your focus, and your routine. Because I haven't had a routine itself or a plan that I follow. On Tuesday, I just said, all right, what do I want to work out? Upper body. And I started doing by muscle groups. All right. Couple exercise for arm, couple exercise for tricep and chest and shoulders. And from there, yesterday I was like, all right, I did upper body, I'm gonna do legs. And I did a couple exercises of legs. And then today, so everything is on the go, somewhat improvised. I don't follow a structured plan, but as I continue to get better, I'll start formulating a routine that works best with what my goal is. Because right now I don't have any goal. My goal, as far as weight, my goal is to just show up in the gym and be consistent. Once I am consistent, then we can start fine-tuning more of the routine and tailored to whatever specific goal I may have in the gym. But yeah, that was pretty much a workout. Like I mentioned, I got that protein shake that I need to drink because I drank half of it. And I'm going to stretch a little, hit the shower, and then drive to work. Today, it hasn't snowed, and it says that it's not going to snow all day, but it's going to be cloudy. The roads may not be good, but I'm just going to drive slowly, go to work, and tonight is Thursday, which you know, or probably you don't know because I haven't mentioned this or showed it on the channel, but Corbin and I are watching this show called The Traitors on Peacock. Hilarious and intense at the same time. So if you ever are curious or want to watch something different or new, definitely check The Traitors because it has 4 seasons. So season 4 is the one that's currently going on, and we're on episode, because it releases every Thursday, an episode every Thursday. So right now I believe we're in episode 9 going into 10 or episode 8 going to 9, something like that. But Corbin and I religiously every Thursday at 8 p.m. we're like locked in on the TV seeing Traitors. And we already binge watched the first 3 seasons of Traitors US. Because that's another thing. There's the Traitors US, the Traitors UK. There's an Australia one. The next one I wish they did Traitors Latino or Traitors Puerto Rico. If they did a Traitors Puerto Rico, the level of drama, it would be hilarious. I'd be tapped in watching all the episodes for real. They should do the Traitors Puerto Rico or the Traitors Latino America. That'd be fun. But yeah, let's get I'm gonna stretch and then I'll see you guys probably after work. We are officially done with work today. Man, it's been a busy day, but also busy past couple of weeks at work. It's been crazy. It's like one email comes in, I get it done, and then there's a few more emails that come in, and it just, I feel like I'm always threading water and trying to stay above the water, but taking it one day at a time. We got today done. Luckily, like I mentioned, there's no snow, which is really nice. So I'm expected to be home in less than 30 minutes, which is amazing. Last night, it's an hour and 30 it took me to get home. Traffic was crazy, bumper to bumper. It was so slow. Today, totally different story. No snow, not a lot of traffic besides the usual traffic after, people are leaving work. And yeah, it's Thursday, so I'm all excited that today, like I mentioned earlier this morning, today it's Traitors. So Corbin and I are excited to see the new episode that comes out today from the season of Traitors. And she and I are going to be cooking dinner because she is on her health and wellness journey. We are getting better at, eating healthier and prioritizing, the types of food that we get. Make sure that they have the nutrients, make sure that they have the protein for us to be well nutritioned, if that's even a word, and get better health-wise. So our dinner for today is going to be chicken and potatoes. I was thinking we could do chicken, rice, and bean, but we can probably do rice tomorrow. It's been nice to try different foods, because in the past we would just buy like ground beef, we do like pasta, spaghetti. Sometimes we will eat out multiple times a week. So we've been doing a great job of cutting back on how much we eat fast food, basically. And we're making some smarter choices with if we do end up going out to a restaurant or going out for fast food, we pick better options than what we've done in the past. And yeah, it's all about getting better every single day, trying to incorporate an element, a new habit. For me this week, as I mentioned in the morning, I've gone to the gym 3 days in a row, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, which is amazing. It's more than I've done consecutively in many months. So I'm glad that I'm able to do that, and I'm going to continue doing that the rest of the week. And this week, the focus is going to be on discipline and going to the gym. Next week, we can then incorporate some new element, which would be, sleeping better. So maybe getting to bed earlier instead of staying up until 11 or 12 at night. Maybe we get to bed at 9:30, 10 at the latest, so that way we can prioritize our sleep and set ourselves up for success the next morning, especially if we're going to the gym. So that's going to be my focus, not getting too overwhelmed on trying to do everything at once, but just incorporating one new thing every week, one new habit. This week is gym, next week is sleep, the week after that maybe something else, and just going from there. Because I feel that sometimes when we try to do a lot of things, we end up doing nothing, because we are too, in our heads of, all right, I want to do this, that, and the other, that our mind is not in a good place to focus and create a plan. All right, this week I'll do this, next week I'll do that. So something that I've been thinking about is just doing that, just focusing on one thing and incorporate the following week a new thing. And that's how you get better, just by little. Slow motion is better than no motion. That's the quote or the phrase that a lot of people say, and that's very true. A lot of people think that they have to start running and start like doing things really fast, when in reality, as long as you're moving, that's better than not moving. So keep that in mind and always try to focus on your own journey. I think that a lot of us, including myself, we look at what other people are doing on social media because it's almost inevitable to not look at what other people are doing and kind of see yourselves as, oh, I'm not where I want to be, or oh, that person is younger than me and they're doing way better at life than I am. And that's just not true. Everyone is at their own stage of their own journey, and you just gotta focus on your own journey. And that's what I've been trying to do better at, just quieting the noise from social media, drawing inspiration from it, but not letting it, overtake my mind and make me think less of myself. So it's a work in progress. But right now, I'm heading home, which is amazing. We'll see if I continue doing these types of segments in the videos, because right now, most of my life consists of driving to and from work. So I always have 30 minutes in the mornings and 30 in the evenings to listen to some music, call my girlfriend Corbin, or call my parents, or listen to some music. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on driving, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I get back home. We've been sitting here for a little while because we're having dinner, and my girlie right here is on her health and wellness journey. I already mentioned it to you early, but I'm gonna put it right here so you guys can follow her. Especially if you're a girly, go follow her. She's gonna be doing some girly content, health and wellness with her GLP-1 journey. So make sure to show some love because she's starting her journey and she's posting. I'm very proud of her. So today we have for dinner, let me show you the meal that we have today. Corbin already ate, and this is my second plate. I know, I'm sick. But we are getting our protein in with our chicken right here. Let me see if I can angle it a little bit more for you guys so you guys can see. We got chicken strips right here with adobo seasoning, or cooking with my doctor seasoning. If you know, you know. We have corn as a veggie, and then Corbin made these potatoes, and she added Parmesan on top. So look at how tasty. It looks like it's a restaurant. This plate in a restaurant, $25 to $30 right here. Chefing it up right here with the potatoes and the corn, and I did chicken.
And I did the potato.
Oh, I was fast bump. Sous chef connection. We're working on it.
They push it back and forth really fast, and it's friction, and then it warms it up, and then it moves. It moves further.
So the little thingy that they're doing is basically allowing the rock to slide less or more?
More in the direction.
Got it. See, we're learning.
I think. Watch someone correct me, but I'm almost 100% sure that's literally why they're doing that. Why else would they do that?
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I feel like they've done it where they do it on one side and then it goes on that side. So I think yeah,
we're learning about this sport because it's Winter Olympics happening in Italy, and we're just waiting for it to be 8 p.m. so we can watch Traders. But yeah, we've been watching the Winter Olympics.
Curlers sweep the ice to reduce friction, allowing 42 pounds of granite to travel further. So I think that's why, because it slightly melts the ice. I was literally spot on.
Gotcha. So they have to do that to... Got it.
Like warms up the ice and then it can slide easier.
Interesting.
We should try it.
It's gonna be... So we've been watching curling. before this, what was before this? Before this, it was like a
Snow.
sprint. Basically, these people have
It's like mountaineering.
their skis on their backpack or on their shoulders, and they're running up a hill, right? They're running up a hill with their little sticks on the side, so they're running up the hill. Then when they get to the top of the hill, they got to take their skis and then put them on their feet and then run up a mountain again, right? Because they had a mountain, they were like
I honestly
climbing.
don't remember.
Something about climbing with the thing while they have their skis on.
And
So
they
they
put
have,
the skis back on.
And then they put their
Or they put the long skis and slide down, right?
and then they put their long skis, and they slide down like shoo, shoo, shoo.
I don't really know.
Somehow that's a sport. I don't know how. I don't know why,
Because it looks hard.
but it is
Your
hard.
legs would burn off.
Yeah. So yeah, we watched that earlier.
It's like the winter version of the
Triathlon.
where they're walking. They look like
All the speed walking.
Yes.
The winter version. Yeah.
You know, like how is that a sport? You know.
So we've been watching the curling, that sport that it's like we don't even know how to explain it. And then a few days ago we were watching figure skating,
We watched figure skating.
snowboarding.
We watched the jump thing where they like
All
slide down and jump.
have you you probably seen it on social media? It's when the people are like going down this mountain of snow, right? The mountain, and then they have to jump, and they're like leaning forward, and then they have to land far because the farthest one is the person that gets the highest score. So they jump like that, and they're like in the air for I don't even know how long, like 10 seconds, or like shh,
I don't even know if it's that long.
and then they land. That's with skis, with the skis.
Like
We also watch. It's called Duo. What was the one where they were like going down really fast? They were competing against each other. Basically, they were.
Oh,
Was it ski? Yeah, it was skis too.
It's like ski, but it's like what is it, slalom or something?
It's
I don't
like
know.
it was a competition where there's two people from different
That
countries.
one's new this year though. That one's
Yeah,
brand new.
that one's new, and they're basically going down this hill, but in the path there's like little mountains, so they're constantly like
Little mountains. Not little
what
mountains.
were you
There's like little bumps.
little bumps, and they're like it's hard to let me show you guys. They're like this going down the hill, and they have the two sticks on their hands, and they're like going this. It's hilarious. And then they go on this little ramp, and they have to do like a trick, like a front flip, and then turn around, and then land, and then they still have more of those bumps, and then they get to the finish line. We saw that. We thought it was interesting. The girl from the U.S. ate ice. Like she jumped.
Two girls from the U.S.
Two girls from the U.S. They jumped, and when they landed, they didn't have control. So one of them fell on her butt, and then slid over. And then there was one that
She really.
one really got ran through because she jumped the ramp, landed, and then one of her skis.
I feel like her feet went out from under her.
Yeah, I think one of her feet landed on her ski like later than the other one, and it kind of broke away, and she fell through, and she was almost at the finish line. It was really close between. It was her and I think the girl from Brazil, but she fell, and then because you fell, you get points deducted. So the girl from Brazil ended up going to the championship and ended up winning gold. So that was a pretty interesting but very intense sport. And like Corbin said, that was the first time that they were doing that particular sport in the Winter Olympics. So yeah, we watched that one. We watching curling,
Speed skating,
which that was hilarious because they're like wow, wow, wow.
And all of them that fell that one time.
And I didn't know this. Corbin probably didn't know it either. That they do what's called like races on this ice rink, and the ice rink track is not that big at all. So these guys are going next to each other, and when they're turning, they're basically almost in the ground because they're trying to like turn as
Like as
close,
tight as possible.
yeah, as tight as possible, because that allows them to get the edge of being in the inside, so no one is gonna like kick them out or bump into them.
Wipe out and then wipe out.
Yeah, wipe out.
and then-
But we saw a few of them that tried to do that and then got wiped out and got eliminated, and then the other one. But it was intense. So we watched that one too. What
A
else?
little bit of snowboarding. I just
Snowboarding.
ski.
A lot of
and
skiing, honestly.
Like the thing where they're like hitting. Going,
All the
like
yeah,
between
I think that
them.
one is called shalom,
I think you're right.
where they're going on the sticks and
I
they
don't know,
go
is it shalom or
shalom, shalom. Any winter person out there that skis, let me know. But it's basically you're at the top of the mountain, and then you push yourself from the skis,
Slalom.
and then you're like going out of the curves, and you're like turning the corners. Corbin and I watched it, and we were thinking like the knees of those people, because basically they're like going this way, and then they have to go this way, and they have to go this way. They're going like 80 miles per hour, going down this hill at least, like Corbin said,
Maybe
at
not,
least.
But I feel like they start going very fast.
So they're going very fast, and they're turning those corners.
And we watched like the skeleton. Remember the women who were like, or the one.
Oh
like,
my
on their-
God.
Or was it facing down like bobsled?
Yes.
Bobsled,
We saw
luge,
bobsled. We saw
luge, skeleton.
skeletons. Basically,
Is that when they're forward?
yeah, they're
Oh,
forward.
with their feet on the, and then they would touch their.
Basically,
feet
they
down.
start running. They start like hunched, like if you were gonna run like a 40-yard dash. You start like that, and then you're running,
like
but you're holding a cart, and you're running. It's on ice, and you're running, pretty much hunched. You're not running vertically. You're running hunched, and then at some point you have to like put yourself in the cart, like laying down like this, and you're going. I don't even know. I think over 100 miles per hour. They go, and they do the turns, and then boom, boom. I think there's a highlight. Like a lot of people die doing this sport because like at any moment if you lose control, you go outside of the track, and basically if you impact a wall or whatever at that speed, you're pretty much dead. But we saw these people going miles and miles per hour, and we were asking ourselves, how are they just laying there, and whoever is the fastest gets the win, which is what it was. Whoever gets there faster gets more points, and that's how they determine who wins medals. But we figured and we learned that they manipulate how they move on that little cart. I don't even know what that's called, but they manipulate where
Little
they're
bobsled,
on.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the sled.
Or their sled. The
Yeah,
one person one?
the one person one.
Yeah, I don't know.
They
what it's called.
they manipulate the sled or what they're laying on with their feet, because they can put their feet. They can steer this way depending on what curve. It was really interesting, but it was really crazy to see those people going at that amount of speed. They have control, but at the same time, you're going too fast. One decision, you step this way, and then you're gonna go that way. So that was also pretty interesting that we saw. And we don't know of none of these sports besides figure skating, snowboarding, and the skiing one. But it's interesting to see that there are Winter Olympics and all these events and all these people that compete and the talent that they have. It's like figure skate, like it's crazy to see all these sports that you would never think are a sport. People are really, really good at it, and yeah. So anyway, I need to stop yapping, stop talking, and gotta eat this before it gets even colder than it already is, and then we'll catch up with you guys when traders start or halfway through. I don't know. I want to share my thoughts once we see the episode. So we're waiting on that, and Corbin actually told me that today was the season finale and the reunion, but we looked it up, and last episode of this season of Traders, which is season 4, is going to be next Thursday, with the reunion being after that. So this week we're excited. Are you excited to see? episode
I
of
thought
The
it was the
Traitor?
finale tonight, so I was really excited. But yes, I'm.
Yeah, as she said, she's Trader out. She's like done with watching Traders because, well, these episodes are every Thursday, but during the week, I'm telling Corman, hey, we were watching season 2 because I wanted to rewatch it because I'm in the Trader fever, and Corman's like, I'm Trader out. We got to watch something else. So she's extremely excited that next week is going to be the last episode of The Traders until whenever they release the next one. But there, I got to eat. Good. And then I'll get back to you. Man, that episode was crazy. Episode 10. It's crazy to think how time flies. We started watching this season, I believe, was it in October? I'm trying to think. It was 10 episodes, February. I think we started watching that season beginning of January. And we're almost at the end of the season. But if you're watching Traders, let me know in the comment section, because I just want to chime in, give my 2 cents. Rob is one of the traders, and he's playing a really, really good game as a trader. But lately, there's been some missteps in his strategy. First of all, with the Candace throwaway vote that she put his name at the round table, she ended up getting voted out as a traitor. So a lot of people are still suspicious of that random throwaway vote. The fact that Natalie, which she was really close with Rob, she pointed out in the previous episode that he had the dagger. He was like, oh, come on, you have the dagger. I need your help. I don't want to get voted out. And in this episode, she went at Rob, not going at different people and telling, we got to vote Rob, which I thought, yeah, Rob is cooked, because there was a couple other of the faithfuls, because it's the traders and the faithfuls, a couple other of the faithfuls that were like saying, yeah, I think we got to vote Rob. So I was just like, damn, this might be the end for Rob. I thought he was going to make it to the end as a trader. Spoiler alert. He survived the round table. Crazy. I don't know how. Somehow he survived the round table because Natalie was going, I think, because Tara Lipinski, she initially had conversations with Natalie about potentially being Rob and voting for Rob. And at the round table, she just didn't say anything. Said, like, me and Johnny are not going to vote. We're just going to sit back, listen. And then Natalie felt betrayed that now she's going after Rob and not having any support. And then the tables turned on Natalie, and everybody was like, Rod had a good defense or rebuttal towards Natalie. And Maura and other people started chiming in against Natalie that Rob literally took a step back and just watched it unfold. They ended up banishing Natalie, which is what they do at the round table. They vote who they think is the traitor. That person goes to, the circle of truth, and then the host says, are you a faithful or are you a traitor? And then they say what they really are. And she ended up being a faithful, which is crazy. Well, we knew it, but it's crazy that they turned from Rob, one of the traitors, to going at Natalie, and they ended up voting her out. We'll see. But the fact that there's already seeds of doubt that Rob could be a potential traitor, it'll be hard for him to come back from. We'll see how that goes. But this show is really, really interesting, really good, because you know who the traitors are, and as a viewer, you start pointing out things like, I don't know how the faithfuls could have missed this. It's so obvious that he's a traitor or this person's a traitor. In reality, if you're in the game, meeting new people, trying to decipher who's a traitor, you see someone acting weird, someone looking weird, someone saying something weird, it's going to get all in your head, and then you vote them out and they're a faithful, and then you think it's another person, you vote them out, they're faithful, and then you start. Someone described it. It's a game of paranoia because you want to trust your gut, but then your heart tells you this, and it's like the heart and the gut are battling when it should be the mind focusing on the strategy. It's a really good show. I love it. We'll see what happens next week at the last episode. See who wins. Last week and a couple weeks ago, I thought Rob was clear to win. But now that there's been seeds planted that Rob could be a traitor, I don't know if he's going to win. Because one thing with the traitors that have won, especially season 1, Cirie, no one suspected her to be a traitor, and she was able to win at the end by herself. But the fact that there's already suspicions on Rob, that's going to be hard for him to get full, revert back and gain the full faith of the faithfuls when there's like 5 people left and they be like, oh, I'm a faithful. People are going to be like, we still have the little bit of suspicion on Rob. Let's vote him out. So we'll see. It's a good show. Highly recommend you guys check it out. And Corbin and I enjoy it. And yeah, that's it for tonight. I got to go get some sleep because it's late and your boy has to continue the streak because I mentioned earlier, we're going to focus on discipline this week and going to the gym. And that means that I got to go to sleep, get some rest, and go to the gym tomorrow to make it 4 days in a row. So let's go to sleep. Whew. Rough morning. We were at a crossroads. I woke up at 6 a.m. Lay in bed, passed out until 6:21. And then my mind was playing tricks on me. I was like, man, it's already 6:21. You won't be able to go work out and hit a full workout. And then my other side of the brain was like, nope. No negotiations. You gotta show up. So we're gonna show up. I decided step out of the bed, go to the bathroom, turn on the light, and then boom, I'm up. So we're gonna work out a 4th day in a row, which is really huge for me. I'm very, very proud of myself. And like I mentioned, taking it one day at a time. But today is a clear example of how decisions can lead you to change your life, and one decision can change your life. And that's the mentality that you need to have every single day. And I say this so I can speak it out loud for myself. Every day we're making decisions, and those decisions are whether steering us on the right direction or steering us in the wrong path. Very proud of that. I got my waters ready. And yeah, I'm pretty much good to go. Today, we're going to hit, I was thinking of doing whether arms or triceps, because my arms still feel sore. So I might do chest today. So that way tomorrow I can do arms, and my arms have 2 days to rest. Yesterday and then today. So yeah, let's go hit this workout. And yeah. 4 days in a row, man. Part of our shows. felt really good to do chest, to be honest. Even though my chest was still a bit sore, I was able to work through it and just take my time with the exercises and the sets. The only thing was that for the dumbbell incline, which is with the bench at around a 45-degree angle, the first set I put it really high, so it felt like I was doing like shoulder press in a way. So I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna disregard that set, and I'm going to do 3 actual sets with the bench more inclined. So that way I'm targeting my chest correctly and not putting a lot of pressure on my shoulders, which are still sore. But same as we did yesterday and the day before, keeping that pattern of 3 sets of 20 reps for each exercise. So just to give you a run through real quick, started with dumbbell chest press, flat bench, dumbbells. I think it was 25 pounds. Yeah, 25 pounds. 3 sets of 20. Then I moved into cable fly, which was this one with the cables. So that way I have during the entire movement, there's some tension because of the weights. And then once you bring your knuckles together or your arms together, then you're targeting those chest area. And it's, you already know. So yeah, 3 sets of 20 of that with 20 pounds on each hand, because even that 20 pounds was heavy, and I think I went down to, no, I did that one with 20 pounds, the 3 sets. Then I went to dumbbell incline, which is the one that I was mentioning earlier, and I ended up doing 4 sets, 1 set with the bench almost like this, and then 3 sets correctly with 20 pounds. So I went down a little bit from the regular flat bench DB chest. Then we finish it up with, I don't even know how to call them, so it's literally on my phone as DB. I don't know if you guys can see, but it says cable lift. That's what I put the exercise as, because I didn't know what to put it at. But basically you start with the cables at the bottom, or your hands at the bottom, and then you kind of meet them in the middle, because same as cable fly, once you squeeze those pecs, you can get that vascularity or that tension in the chest, and that's how you build your chest. This one is targeting more of the lower area of the chest or the pec, so that's why I started from down to up and kind of meeting in the middle, like a V. Bam, opposite V, and then creating that flex here, so that way the chest can get that tension and build up. So yeah, that's pretty much my workout. And obviously I ended up adding push-ups, which you guys saw. I didn't have it originally on my workout, but I wanted to do something extra to cool down my body, and also to get into the habit of doing push-ups, because when I was in middle school, high school, the workouts would involve some type of push-up, whether that's decline push-up, which the one that I did today was incline push-ups, where you're kind of same as the bench that I mentioned, incline. The incline means that your hands are here, and there's a box. Imagine there's like a box or a bench, and you're pushing up. Decline would be the opposite way, so your feet would be here on top of the box or the bench, and then you'll be down over here and targeting more of like this area, or regular push-up. I decided to do incline push-up just to spice it up. I ended up doing 3 sets of 10 reps, just slow, boom, and steady. And that was the workout. And one of these after the workout, I got the water here to hydrate, and feeling good. Feeling really, really good. This is a good foundation to continue building upon. Like I mentioned, 4 days in a row, which is huge for me. And hope this inspires you or encourages you in any way to either go to the gym consistently or work on something that you've been wanting to work on, whether that's sleeping better, whether that's taking care of your nutrition, having a morning routine, whatever the case may be. Just try incorporating one thing every week and building upon that. And then by the time a couple months roll by, you'll have a pretty solid structure for your day. And I think it's important. I think I've realized the days that I haven't woken up early in the morning and it's just me waking up, showering, or getting ready to go to work, it just feels a bit rushed, and it feels like I don't have any time to myself to reflect and be grounded before I go out in the world and go work for 9 hours. So it's important to start the day focusing on yourself, embracing the fact that we got another day of life, and be grateful for that, and carry that attitude of gratitude throughout your entire day. And that's what waking up in the morning has helped me do, and I'm going to continue doing it, because I've realized as well that when I wake up in the morning and I go to the gym, I feel amazing. I feel that I accomplished a lot by waking up early, by making the decision. Especially today, it was one of those cases where I could have said, it's almost 6:30. It's too late. I wanted to go at 5 a.m. and it's 6:30. I'm not going to go, which has happened to me in the past. Today I said, you know what? You can't negotiate with yourself. When you commit to something, you got to just push through regardless of the emotions or what your thoughts are with, oh, maybe I go tomorrow, maybe I go later. The future is not certain. The future is not real in a way. The present is. You're always working in the present. Obviously, whatever decisions you make right now is going to continue moving along in the upcoming days, which will be the present, but we see them as the future anyway. But every decision is putting you, like I mentioned earlier, on the right path or on the wrong path. So make sure that you're holding yourself accountable, and having a partner like Corbin, it's amazing because she supports me in everything I do. She encourages me. She holds me accountable. She is there to listen to me when I'm frustrated because I didn't go to the gym, and she tells me, hey, you can go this evening or you can go tomorrow morning. I can wake you up. And to have her as someone that myself, I gotta be a good example for her, and I gotta lead by example and be a leader. That's something that not only she's making me better, but I'm also inspiring or also making her better, because she's been consistent with uploading on TikTok, and her following has grown from 109 about a few days ago, I believe. I don't even know if it was Monday or 109, and in just a few days of her posting, she's now at 198 followers. One of her videos are doing very well. She's building a community of girlies that are looking to better themselves and support one another, and that's truly inspiring for me. That's why I'm very going at it at YouTube, because this is my avenue, and I really love long form content because you can see the full story and the journey, and it takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and obviously this is not my full-time job. I'd love for it to be in the future, because I love being creative. I love editing. I love filming. I just love having the opportunity to just be myself in this avenue and building this community, which has been amazing for the past it'll be 4 years in November of 2026, and I feel like I'm just getting started, man. And whether that is content creation, whether that is exercising, whether that is, reading a book, or just whatever it is in your life, make the decision today that you're going to, as I mentioned, implement one thing this week, next week implement another to that one, and that's how you build the building blocks so that you continue to get better. And So nice little chat. I'm gonna keep my yapping to a minimum because it's a lot of talking. But that's one thing that I told Corbin. I love talking. And that's just my way of processing my thoughts, my experiences, my emotions in real time. As I'm speaking to you, I'm taking all the information as well and seeing, could I be a better articulate? Could I tell my story in a better way? Or just even, I don't know, being willing and taking risk of just documenting my journey. Something that for many, many years I've looked at YouTubers and I was like, oh man, how cool is that they're able to talk to the camera and their community and document their journey, and they can have that archive of their life. For many years I didn't do that, and that's why when I was thinking today of I could stay in bed, it's already late, I can go to the gym, I decided, you know what, no, you gotta show up for yourself. You gotta reframe your mindset into, in the past you might have said, oh, maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow, and then later tonight comes and you don't go, and it's tomorrow, and then tomorrow happens in the same cycle and you don't go. So in order for you to escape that, you got to be uncomfortable and make a decision like that, because in 2 seconds you could be like, oh, I'm cozy, boom, pass out, don't wake up until like you need to leave for work. But yeah, that's my tidbit for today. I'm gonna drink this protein shake, and go to work. It's gonna be a great day.
Burning bridges and falling stars, purple skylines and broken hearts. It ain't no taking that to the moon. Out here trying, but there ain't no room. No, good intentions will fall apart. Yeah. And they don't know about us. They don't know about us. Yeah.
Friday night, which means it's Social Friday, Viernes Social, and Corbin and I decided to do something fun on Friday, and we decided to paint each other, but not using a picture or anything of reference besides just seeing each other and painting what we see of each other. So we're gonna show you guys both portraits, and you gotta let us know in the comment section below which portrait is the most accurate or better. All right, so here's beautiful Corbin right here. All right, Corbin, show him mine. Yeah, show him mine first. So this is the portrait that Corbin did of me. You want to explain briefly what
the skin color is not perfect, but I don't know. I just painted it. Tried to get his hair, his eyebrows. His eyeballs are a little scary, but I think I did okay.
She did a great job, and she's not a pro. She didn't take art classes recently in college or anything. So this is just innate talent right there. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm so talented.
Like the definition on the nose,
the neck,
bad. The hair, the eyebrows, the eyes. I mean, that's.
Okay.
Wait till you see the one that I did of Corbin. All right, Corbin.
I want to start off by saying I'm offended.
To be fair, I haven't touched a paintbrush in a long time, and I'm no expert, especially.
I don't think you've ever touched a paintbrush.
I've touched a paintbrush.
But how this looks?
You'll see. All right.
Okay, and this is how. Look at me right now.
Look at how beautiful she is right now.
Thank you. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't have a neck. My lips are terrifying. I don't wear that much eye makeup.
So let me explain it.
Yeah, you explain what your thought process was.
My thought process was to start with the face, and I tried to create like a nice oval shaped face to define.
Round. He means round.
No, not round. But then I noticed that I just created a small circle, and then I was like, I want to elongate her face or define it more pronounced so that her chin is pronounced. And I just ended up, it just got carried away. So I tried painting her sweatshirt, the Iowa State sweatshirt, to kind of not make the face seem as big.
As round and no neck McGee.
The hair yellow because it was hard to paint Corbin's hair because it's like a white yellowish, but it's more
Blonde.
It's blonde. It's blonde, but it's not this blonde, right? She has is it a mole, right?
Yeah,
A little tiny mole, but as you can see, the paintbrush didn't help me and it just defined it intensely. I try to do a lip stain that Corbin uses.
What's this?
That's the
In the
nose.
center of my face.
Well, the thing is that I noticed that I did the lips too big and then the eyes close to the lips and I didn't have much space for the nose. And I try to do some eyelashes to make it girly and beautiful, but
Look at your eyelashes.
yeah.
Do you see them? And then this. I have about 10 eyelashes.
Yeah, put them side by side so they can. All right, which one do you guys think is better? The one that Corbin did of me or the one that I did from Corbin? Put it down in the comment section.
You're gonna cry.
I'm not no expert, but